We are, except we've got a million bits of paper here and I don't know what the first one is. We're on. Hello, we are. Lovely. First letter tonight from Moonee Ponds. It's not Dame Edna, but Harriet writes, she doesn't want a big one. Or maybe it is from Dame Edna. Just a little one under her bikini line. Okay, we'll discuss that and we'll find out what she's talking about. She's been married for 8 years. It's probably the same lady writing twice. No, she'd probably want different size at this point in time. She's been married... I can't say that. Yeah, OK, we'll keep going. She's been married for 8 years and doesn't want kids because she says that would impose on her relationship and lifestyle. And the last letter tonight, she'll think nothing of inappropriate behaviour, like poking her boobs into my back when she leaves the office. And we'll see who on the panel thinks that's inappropriate when we come back with all of them in the studio in about 10 seconds, and Paris is giving me the wind-up. What does that mean?
Don't tap on the desk.
Oh, I'm not allowed to do that anymore. See you soon.
Small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, 'cause baby, it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Yay! Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Lovely to have your company. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour. Terrific lineup tonight. First up, my mate. He's back from a 3-month sail. Hello, Bob Kucera.
Hello, Gaz.
How are you, mate?
I'm well, mate.
Fully rested, or was it all hard
Very
work?
rested. No, it was very resting, and I had a couple of hard times. We hit a whale.
You hit a whale?
Yeah, well, actually, it hit us.
Hang on, were you in the sea when this happened?
No, we were on the boat. It hit us.
Whereabouts?
Just up near Coral Bay.
And what happened?
But nothing really. He just kept going. Looked at us, bashed us, and kept going.
And that was it?
Yeah,
no major damage, and you kept sailing on?
Yeah, he knocked the shaft out of our motor, but apart from that, it was okay. We just kept sailing.
Did you get any hairy times apart from that?
A couple of lumpy times, a bit of
lumpy.
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 Yeah, a bit lumpy. Apart from that, no. I
You don't get seasick
Indonesia is a fantastic place to sail around, I've got to tell you. And so is the north of our state. Lots of fantastic islands. Komodo and around that area there is amazing, absolutely amazing.
Georgie, sailing.
Gary.
Want to go sailing with Bob on his boat?
Sounds good to me. I don't think Bob's wife would mind. Would
Hang on. I didn't suggest that you'd be doing anything on the boat other than sailing. What are you talking about? And Sue would be there as well.
I'm sure she would.
We're going to insist on it now. Goodness me. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How's life?
Good. Busy. Busy.
Alex is singing on the other side, so we'll say hello to Alex. Hello.
I think we're sailing somehow.
There's a different song going on in the background, Alex. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you like my artwork?
I loved your artwork.
You told me to.
You're selling a lot?
No, I need some people to buy my artwork.
All right.
AlexandraSpargo.com.au.
Maybe we should flash some more artwork up a little bit later in the show.
Can you do that?
Yeah, we can do that. We can organise it. Hello, Simon.
Hi, Gary. How are you?
Good, mate. How's the legal fraternity keeping?
Oh, same old, same old. Slave to the grind, attached to the desk by the hip. Yeah, I know. Poor me. Poor me. Hey, but at least I don't have to die for my work to become valuable.
That's a shame. A lot of lawyers could be dispatched very quickly. All right, here we go. Dear Sweet and Sour, my 16-year-old daughter wants a tattoo. I'm so appalled. Her dad has landed it all at my feet and said that it's because of me that she's run off the rails. She says she doesn't want a big one, just a little lion on her hip under her bikini line. I'm so sad about it. Who will she be showing it to in that position? Her dad says she's become quite slutty. What does a tattoo say about a girl? And now I've just read that the number of people seeking plastic surgery to remove unwanted tattoos has tripled in recent years. I don't want her to ruin her life. I don't want her to have a tattoo. I don't want her to have scars. I want her to have a better relationship with her dad, but this will just be the end of any impression of a relationship that was left between them. What can I do to dissuade her from ruining her beautiful skin and her social standing in the community? Harriet of Moonee Ponds in Victoria. Straight to you, Simon. Some legal advice on that one. What can
Harriet,
she do?
I don't want her to ruin her life. I don't want her to do this.
Is
I
she
don't want
going
her to do
to?
that. Harriet, it's not your life, it's her life. Your job as a parent is to guide her, help her, educate her to make decisions that are going to be best for her, but they're not always going to be decisions that you agree with. she's a 16-year-old girl. If you start telling her you can't do this, you can't do that, she's going to go and do it. And she's probably going to do it bigger and bolder than what she was originally planning to. I think the best you can do, Harriet, is just give her some subtle hints and maybe show her a few pictures of, what's her name, the one that just died recently?
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse, and that should scare anyone off. As for Dad, if a tattoo is going to ruin your relationship with your daughter, mate, I feel sorry for you. Unconditional love, that's what parenting's supposed to be about. Yeah, I think you got to let, oh, her name's not Harriet, Harriet's your wife, but your daughter, whatever her name is, let her make her own decisions in life.
Okay. Alex, got any tattoos?
No, but a mother's role is to guide her daughter, you know. Like, you know, my mother, she... No, we won't go into that one, will we now, Gary?
Have you got any tattoos?
No, I wanted to get one once when I was doing body shape. I was a body figure fitness champion, and I thought, oh, I'd like to get one, and I wanted it right above my bottom.
A tramp stamp.
What do you call it? Tramp stamp.
Yeah,
just where the G-string covers it, so no one could see it. But then I thought, why am I doing that? Why? Why would you want to mark your body for life? Only last week.
Why did you?
I didn't. I wanted to because everyone else was. It's just like a fad, you know. But the thing is,
because everyone else was.
yeah, it's just like a peer pressure as well. Like my nephew wanted to get a tattoo, and he just wanted to get something like script writing here, and I talked him out. I said, don't do it because your body's beautiful as it is, and then you start putting all these marks on your body, ruining it, and it goes dull after a while. Now the thing is, only last week or the week before, there was an increase in tattoo removal, mostly from women, and because they're regretting it. So once you get this on your body, you think, oh, this is great. But when you're 50, 60, it's going to look disgusting because it's lost its colour and, oh, no, don't do it. Good on you, Harriet. Stick to your guns. Don't let her do it. And your husband probably knows better because I don't think a lot of guys like tattoos on women, do
How
they?
does she talk her daughter out of having a tattoo, and should she?
I'm a mother. I have an 18, nearly 19-year-old daughter who's actually come to me with, Mum, I think it might be fun to get a tattoo, and I'm sorry, but I have very old-fashioned views on tattoos. I'm not saying that because she's going to get a tattoo, she's going to fulfil her father's wish of, you know, saying that she's going to become a slut or anything like that. I think that's really harsh and over the top. But I think I agree with Alex, and sorry, I disagree with you, Simon. You do need to guide your children. You cannot let a 16-year-old make up her own mind because you know what? By the time she's 17, and I know this from experience, she would have a different opinion on things. If she's that hell-bent on getting a tattoo, ask her to wait till she's 18. Then by the time she's 18, then think about it again because I'm sorry, I used to have a store and the number of women who would come into my shop wanting clothing to hide their tattoos, things that they did on a whim in Bali or here or there or whatever. At the end of the day, I don't have a tattoo. I don't think you need to be, you know...
But I don't think Harriet's daughter's going to be getting around without pants on. He's going under the bikini line.
I know that.
She doesn't have to get clothes to hide it.
Simon,
Come on, Bobby.
16.
Come on, Bobby. Last word on this one.
That many mates that got drunk and got a tattoo. And it's
That's when you get a tattoo.
It's the worst thing they ever did. I've got to, and it's forever.
Yeah.
It's forever. Can I say, look, just find one of your grandma's friends that had a tattoo 40 years ago and go and have a look at it. And you'll never do it.
That's like that
You'll never
ad for
do it.
Scan
Go and find grandma's
Man.
friend.
Got an old lady that's got the tattoo.
Never do
Good
it.
advice.
I'm not a great. The other thing is, they hurt. They hurt.
They hurt to put in, they hurt to get off. When we come back, we're going to be talking about whether we've become a selfish and self-centred society. When we come back, more of Sweet and Sour. See you then. So they say. No.
Stop talking. Yeah, you're going to talk about
Close door. Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. Now, if you'd like to send us a letter because you've got an issue that you think might need discussing on the panel, to give you a little bit of a heads up, send it to the address that's appearing on your screen right now, which is letters@sweetandsour.net.au. It'll land here. We'll have a look at it, and if we like it and we want to chat about it, we're going to send you to the movies, courtesy of the very gorgeous and very pregnant Natalie Cameron of NRC Communications. And the movie we're sending you to this week is Eye of the Storm. Anybody seen it yet? No. Because it hasn't started yet. There you go.
Heard about it, haven't seen it.
Hello, Mitch. Please have your panellists considered how collectively we might as a society make the Western world a warmer, more people-orientated and embracing place. It seems I'm almost the only one left who likes doing business with people I like. My son works at his business, constantly trying to up the number of clients. He doesn't even know any of them personally. He just wants more of them. He's cold and calculating in this regard, and he tells me that I don't know what I'm talking about, and every management course he's ever attended emphasises the need to improve client statistics. He's so cold and calculating that he sends birthday cards and Christmas cards to these clients of his, not because he's thought of them, but only because he's been taught at these management courses that this is a very strategic and beneficial business practice. He's so strategic and cold, it makes me sick. It's no wonder to me that volunteering in community help programs and charities has diminished to such tiny proportions now. Why does our society push us in this direction, and how can we reverse it? My daughter is almost as bad. She's been married for 8 years and doesn't want kids because she says that would impose on her relationship and lifestyle. What is there to be done about this now? Sheridan of Stirling in Western Australia. We're going straight to Bob. What sort of society have we got, Bobby?
Basically, I think we've got a good one, but unfortunately nowadays people got to make a living and got to make a quid.
It's tough to make a quid,
Two things. Firstly, a daughter's choice, her choice. I know as a grandfather I love to have grandkids. Best thing that ever happens to you. But it's your kid's choice as to whether they have kids or not yours. Come back to the son. My dad used to have a saying in business, the quality lingers long after the price has been forgotten. You know, at the end of the day, it's not about the numbers of clients you've got, it's about how you service them, how you look after them. Give them a big hug. That's how you make people warmer. But honestly, the way you look after your clients is the issue, not how many you've got, because you want them to come back. If you've got 10 clients that come back constantly, far better than having 30 that only come there once.
There's the 80-20 rule as well, that 80% of your business will come from 20% of your clients because you nurture and look after, etc.
Yeah, but I mean, look, volunteering, I don't think she's right about volunteering. Volunteering is still alive and well, but unfortunately people simply don't have the time now. I mean,
agreed.
In fact, since I retired, I'm on more volunteer groups now and I know what to do with them.
It's much easier to donate than volunteer, isn't it?
It is.
Oh,
well, that's true, that's true.
Georgie, what volunteering do you do?
Unfortunately,
you don't have time.
all. I'm not at the moment, Gary.
You're a mum and a busy mum. That's all right.
No, I'm not just a mum. I do other things as well. But yes, I am a mum.
Mum's the most important thing.
Mum is a very important thing, and I wouldn't change that for the world. But you have to make a living, and I did, for 25 years, have a small business, and it would be really lovely if we had that, had a small town where we literally only had, you know, a handful of people that we could nurture as clientele. And don't get me wrong, I did have some lovely regular clientele. But in this day and age, I just don't believe it's feasible to have personal relationships with every single one of your clients that walks in the door.
It's a much faster society.
It is lovely to be able to do that. And yes, you know, I did have my favourite ladies that I would definitely, you know, nurture and you know, and did all of those things with. But at the end of the day, if you're going to grow a business in this day and age, you definitely need to be. It's a much faster world. You don't have that luxury of time. And I think, Sheridan, that you're actually really hard on your son. You've called him cold and calculating several times, and I just think this is the real world. Unfortunately, you know, this is business today.
Alex? How cold and calculating do you need to be in business?
Oh, it's all about business today, isn't it? It just doesn't matter who you are, what you do. It's a matter of getting...
Are you cold enough? Are you calculating enough?
I'm not cold. I can't help it.
How's the art business going?
Well, see, like, I'm on Facebook and I'm trying to promote my art, and then you get people that add you, and I think, okay, do I want to add that person because they want to see my art, or do they want to get to know me? I'm not on Facebook to be picked up. I'm on there to show my art and get in contact with my friends, and I find that there's a lot of people that add you as a friend, and it's just so, they don't care about you. They don't, you know, they don't say hello or anything like that. But I want to.
They're just populating their friends.
It's just, yeah, like how many friends can I get? You know, and it's like they're not friends. It's just modern technology today. Unfortunately, it's all about, You know, I agree with Bob about, and with the daughter, I agree with that, you know. If she doesn't want to have
Her
children,
choice.
that's
Yeah,
her choice.
agreed.
Why have children in this world anyway? Oh.
All right, Simon, someone who is on Facebook.
I am, and I'm secure enough in myself to admit that I've only got 12 friends.
Johnny got on yesterday, right?
Yeah, no, not right. But maybe a year ago. Sheridan, I'm surprised that you managed to write this letter whilst hugging a tree. I mean, come on. You know, we're in the year 2011 now. It's, you know, business is more akin to war than it is to the love-making that you'd like it to be, by the sounds of it.
You can still have a personal touch, though.
Sorry?
You can still have it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and I do agree with Bob. It's not the number of clients that you have, but it's the quality of work that you do for your clients. And the better the quality of work, the more money you're going to make. And I'm assuming your son knows this. And yeah, it is a fine line between being cold and calculating and having that relationship with your clients. But I think it's a little simplistic to assume that your son's just cold and calculating with everyone and to their face. And, you know, sometimes, look, you do have to be a bit two-faced about your dealing with your clients. Sometimes you have a client who you'd rather spit on than sit there and give advice to, but you've got to give them the advice.
You want to try being a politician?
There you go. All right, so
Exactly.
when we come back, we're going to be talking about how lazy we're becoming in the Western world, and that's after this break. Don't go away. See you.
Sweet and sour. I'd like to say it's the most exciting television experience of my life, but I can't.
Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. Here we go. Last letter for the night. Dear Mitch and panellists, she works 2 feet away from me and we've become a little romantically inclined, but instead of turning around to chat, she'll send me an email. Yet she thinks nothing of inappropriate behaviour like poking her boobs into my back when she leaves the office. Is that odd to you? She's not the only one. Colleagues who sit in the office just up the corridor, rather than walk down the hall to discuss an issue at length, whatever that issue might be, will insist on emailing or inviting me to a chat site. It just takes so much longer to type a conversation than to have it on the phone or in person that I can only put it down to a total lack of common sense and motivation. Are we so lazy-minded now that we can't think outside the habits we build up? Behaviours are also mixed up now. Another case in point is my 20-year-old sister, who will go with her boyfriend to the local internet cafe, and rather than speak to each other, they'll sit opposite each other and chat to other people on the net, and occasionally also send each other a message. What's going on in this world? Marty of Clovelly in New South Wales. Alex, you're first up on this.
Oh, boy.
Different world
Look,
nowadays,
I don't
isn't
know.
it?
Today's all about instant gratification and things like, you know, it takes long to type an email, yeah, but not if you're a fast typist. I type really
And
fast.
they're fast.
Just
The
think
young
fast.
generation
I
are
type
much faster.
80 kilometres.
You type 80 kilometres.
80 words a minute.
Did you hear that,
And I can
Bob?
talk.
Bob was involved with the
I
police.
can talk. I
She
can
types
talk
and
like this,
drives at the
and
same time.
The guys will be walking by. I go, yeah, I can do that for you. And they're going, you're not really typing. Oh, yeah, I am. No, really. And I go, see, look, and I can do it.
Well, they can do it. So
No,
they're
but the thing is,
No one can
it's
read it,
all,
that's the
today
problem.
is all about instant gratification, unfortunately. Nobody believes in delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is so much better. It's like relationships.
So chatting does take longer.
So we're talking about tantric socialising here.
Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with getting to know someone? And
Why can't you get to know them on the net?
Well, because you never... Oh, look, don't talk to me
Especially if
about...
you're looking at it.
I went on the net once at RSVP thing, and this guy, he wasn't who he was, you know?
He was from Nigeria.
It was completely... No,
He was 70.
Is your bank account intact?
He said he was, nice photo. I went, wow, he's all right. He came over to Perth for business, and I met him, and he was like this fat, yellow teeth, horrible hair, glasses, and he was married, and he smoked, and he stunk, and it was like, so you don't know who you're dealing with on the net. They can be anyone.
He might be our letter writer. Thanks. He's not
Marty
at home feeling comfortable
from
about
Clovelly.
himself now.
Brush your teeth,
Come on,
mate.
Simon. In you come.
Look, I've got to admit, I got a little bit hung up on the whole poking of the boobs in the back and stopped reading. I didn't realise what the rest of the letter was about. I now know because I listened to
Alex.
Gary there.
Oh.
Reading it when you read it just then.
Okay.
No, look, I've got a bit
Yes,
of a
you
problem
have.
with the whole internet thing, Facebook and all of that. Look, if your friends don't mean enough to you for you to pick up the damn phone and call them and speak to them face to face, they probably don't need to know what you ate for breakfast this morning and then where you went afterwards and how big your crap was and, you know. People put the most ridiculous things on
no.
Facebook. Your sister going to an internet cafe. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of a date. You know, let's go out to the internet cafe. It's a great night out. I just think that's bizarre.
Have you walked past
It is
internet
bizarre, but
sites?
what happens if they
They are
actually
in there.
enjoy it?
Oh, go for it. It's fine. I just think it's bizarre.
It's just a change
Be
in
prepared for my scorn. That's all
change
I'm
in
saying.
times. Bob, what do you make of this?
Get a webcam.
Get a webcam
Hey.
and sit at your desk
No, see,
and chat.
Marty, there's nothing wrong with the system. It's Marty.
Marty
Get
needs
out
to
and give her a
adjust.
big hug and be real about things. You know, if you've got to talk through the internet, where are you coming from? It's,
Why is he waiting for other people to take the
exactly,
initiative and get out of it?
So he should push back?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You'd be mad if he didn't.
All right, last word on this, Georgie. Where are we in the world?
I don't know. I don't get it because I'm not. The only time I email is if I really have to. I love writing letters.
Hang on.
I love
when
all
was the
that.
last letter that you wrote?
I don't know,
Not this week, huh?
No, not this week.
Not last week?
But no, not this week and not last week. But
The week before?
I know that I would never email my boyfriend. I would never email my daughter or anybody who meant anything to me. I'm a tactile person. I want to talk to you. I want to see you face to face.
Same.
And
Me too.
There's
and,
nothing
you
like
know,
getting a handwritten letter too, because
Oh,
you can
how-
open it
how
and read it and
beautiful
share
is
it.
that?
You
But-
can't take emails back. Once you've sent them, they're
And people
gone.
always
I
reading
always
between
say-
the lines
I
too.
always said all the time, you know, when I was in politics and when I was in the police, I used to say, don't ever write an email you don't want to appear on the front page of the daily newspaper.
It's always there.
I
You'll
must
never
be-
take them back.
I must be the only person who's not on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook because you know what? I prefer a little mystery. You know, I prefer everyone not to know exactly what I'm doing. Bad enough, half my friends tell me my life is a book waiting to be written. So, you know, the fact that I'm trying to, you know, not buy into all of that.
Do you like this letter to give away the pair of limited edition sunnies courtesy of Alon Treves?
No.
Which letter did you like, Georgie?
I like the tattoo.
The tattoo. Bob,
Maybe.
which letter did you like?
Yeah, that got us all going. I think
Tattoo?
tattoo is the
You like
best.
the tattoo? All right. Al?
Tattoo.
Simon?
Well, no, because I'm the only one with a tattoo and none of these people like it. So I'm going
where's
with the
your
last
tattoo?
one.
He showed
Pardon?
us
It's on my
too.
back and I'm not showing it
Why not?
because I've already showed you.
You didn't show them at home.
Our audience don't need to see that.
All
you
right.
don't
The
want to
audience
see
don't
We want
need
to keep
see
our
it.
audience, don't
We've
we?
got to go. Okay, so coming out to, was it Harriet of Mooney Ponds of Victoria? A pair of limited edition sunnies courtesy of Alon Treves and Aussie Opticals, and nothing for Marty of Clovelly, who needs to get out of his chair and say hello to people. We've got to disappear. Thank all of our wonderful panellists. Bobby, thanks for being in tonight.
Great pleasure. Lovely to be back.
Good on you, Georgie. We'll see you
Thank
again
you, Gary.
soon.
Yep.
Al,
Yep.
we didn't see any of your artwork. We'll see it next time.
Oh well. AlexandraSpargo.com.au.
Now, there you go.
Simon's artwork.
We did
Yeah, I
see
saw
Simon's
Simon's
artwork. You
artwork.
didn't see it. Simon, thanks for coming in tonight.
Thanks,
mate.
Gary.
We'll see you
Absolute pleasure.
again.
Thank you.
As I said, thank our fantastic panellists, thank our terrific crew, and thanks for having us at home tonight, Australia. Good night. Bye-bye.